Hello, everybody, and welcome to the first ever presentation of Football Picks News. I am your host, Mason Ramone, and for the first episode, I will be covering the picks for Monday Night Football, which will be available for viewing on ESPN. Tonight's game is also going to be a divisional game. It is the Dallas Cowboys against the New York Giants. Both teams are a part of NFC East, with the Giants in second place standing at 2 wins, 0 losses, and the Cowboys 1 win, 1 loss. Here's the number of picks that the people chose on Yahoo Sports. Around 35,000 picks. About 45% of those picks went for the Cowboys, and 55% of those picks are for the Giants. Now, if we take a look at our maps, get your basic main idea here. You can see that most of the nation is rooting for the Giants, including New York itself, home of the New York Giants. You can also get an idea of the state of Texas, along with Oklahoma, New Mexico, and Kansas, along with a couple other southern states, are all rooting for the Cowboys. And Iowa and Idaho are 50-50. They're undecided. Well, who's hardcore and who's leaning in each state? Looking a little deeper in there, you can clearly see that all of the states are actually leaning for either of the teams, increasing the intensity and the tightness with the percentages according to what was shown earlier. But if we were to break apart the states by percentage, you can get a much clearer picture that the states of Texas and New York are the only leaning hardcore states. They voted around 70-80% for their teams. Texas voted 70-80% for the Cowboys, and New York voted 70-80% for the Giants. There's a couple other states that are a little bit bolder, but most of the Giant states are incredibly light. So those states are very, very tight with those picks between the Cowboys and the Giants, but all those states, they got over 50% pick range for the New York Giants for them to get the win. Another thing that's kind of interesting, most of all the northeastern states like Massachusetts, Connecticut, Maine, they're also leaning further towards the Giants, but they're not as bright and bold red as New York. Speaking of bright and bold red, New Jersey's actually pretty bold too, just right beneath New York. Ever since, Manhattan is literally right next to that state. So you can get a pretty clear idea on the particular range, for both of those teams. In Alaska and Hawaii on the map, both of them are both leaning for the Giants. Hawaii is within the 50-60% range, and Alaska is within the 60-70% range. Coming up on Thursday night, we have our Amazon Prime Video Thursday night football game. It is an AFC conference game. It is Cincinnati Bengals versus Miami Dolphins. And to those of you who want more information on picks, percentages, and going in depth with states, please visit www.yahoosports.com/NFL Sports. And I would like to thank you guys for tuning in to the first installment of Football Picks News. I hope you guys got some interesting information out of this, and I'm looking forward to creating more episodes within the coming weeks. Goodbye, and enjoy tonight's game.